Hi, it's me again, Madam Tintin, and for today's video, I am going to discuss you about the addition and subtraction of rational expressions. So, in adding and subtracting rational expression, we follow the same rule as that of rational numbers. So, let us first have a review on the rational numbers. Okay, so I have here 1/5 plus 2/5. So as you can see, the two rational numbers have the same denominator. So if the rational numbers have same denominator, we just simply copy the denominator, so that is 5, and then add the numerator. So the numerators are 1 and 2. Okay, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, and then copy the denominator, which is 5. So 1/5 plus 2/5 is equal to 3/5. Okay, example number 2, 3/4 plus 1/2. So they have different denominators. So we have to look for their LCD, and their LCD is 4. Okay, so 4 divided by 4 is 1 times the numerator 3. So the answer is 3. Okay, and the next 4 divided by 2 is 2 times the numerator 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, and then after that, we have to add the numerator. So 3 plus 2 is 5. And then copy the denominator, 4. So 3/4 plus 1/2 is equal to 5/4. So let us now proceed on addition and subtraction of rational expression. Okay, so let us focus first on adding and subtracting rational expressions with same denominators. Okay, so if two rational expressions have the same denominators, the sum is defined as a over b plus a over c is equal to a plus b all over c. And the difference is a over b minus a over c is equal to a minus b all over c. Okay, example number 1. We have 5 over 2x plus 3 over 2x. So as you can see, they have the same denominator. So we just simply copy the denominator. And that is positive 2x. And then after copying the denominator, we have to add the numerator. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So 8 over 2x can still be simplified. So they are both divisible by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then 2x divided by 2 is x. So our final answer is 4 over x. Okay, next example. Okay, we have 2x all over x squared plus 3x minus 4 plus 8 all over x squared plus 3x minus 4. So they have the same denominator. We just copy the denominator, which is x squared plus 3x minus 4. And then, after copying the denominator, we have to add the numerator. And our numerator for the first expression is 2x, and then 8 for the second expression. So as you can see here, the numerator and the denominator can still be factored. So 2x plus 8 is, we can factor this by GCF, and their GCF is 2. So the other factor is x plus 4, because 2 times x is equal to 2x, and then 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Now, for the denominator, this trinomial can still be factored. For x, its factor is, for x squared, its factor is x times x. And for the negative 4, we have to look for its factor that will gives us the sum of 3x. So negative 4, its factor is positive 4 and negative 1, because 4 times negative 1 will gives us the negative 4, and then 4x plus negative 1x is 3x. So the factor of x squared plus 3x minus 4 is x plus 4 times x minus 1. So as you can see here, the numerator and denominator have a common factor, which is the x plus 4. So we can now cancel their common factor, which is x plus 4. So our final answer is 2 over x minus 1. Next example, we have x squared over x plus 5 minus 25 over x plus 5. So they have the same denominator. So we have to copy the denominator, which is the x plus 5. And then subtract the numerator. X squared minus 25. Okay. So as you can see here, our numerator can be factored. This is a difference of 2 squared. So its factor is x minus 5 times x plus 5. And then copy the denominator, which is the x plus 5. So as you can see, the x plus 5 here is a common factor for the numerator and denominator. So we can now cancel the factor x plus 5. And our final answer is x minus 5. Okay, so last example. X squared minus 12 all over x minus 5 plus 3x squared plus 2 all over x minus 5 minus 3x squared plus 3x all over x minus 5. So they have the same denominator, so just copy the denominator x minus 5. And then x squared minus 12 plus 3x squared plus 2 minus the 3x squared plus 3x, our numerator. So after this, we have to remove the parentheses. Okay, so we have, let us first copy the denominator, x minus 5. And then x squared minus 12 plus 3x squared plus 2. Okay, note, in removing parentheses preceded by subtraction, we have to change the sign inside the parentheses of the terms, all the terms inside the parentheses. So it will become negative 3x squared and negative 3x. Okay, then after this, we have to combine like terms. So let us first copy the denominator x minus 5. Okay, so the like terms here are x squared, 3x squared, and negative 3x squared. So 3x squared minus 3x squared is 0. So we can now cancel this one. So x squared, right? X squared here. And then negative 3x. Negative 3x. Okay. Another like terms, negative 12 and 2. So negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. Okay. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 10 all over x minus 5. So as you can see, the trinomial can still be factored. Okay. So its factor is x minus 5 and x plus 2. Okay? All over our denominator, x minus 5. Okay. So as you can see, x minus 5 is the common factor for numerator and denominator. So we can now cancel this out. And our final answer is x plus 2. So let's now proceed to addition and subtraction of rational expressions with different denominators. So if two rational expressions have different denominators, then their sum is defined as a over b plus c over d is equal to ad plus bc all over bd. And their difference is a over b minus c over d is equal to ad minus bc all over bd. Okay. Example, 2 over 3x plus 3 over 2y. So these expressions have different denominators. So we have to look for their LCD. So to do this, we have to factor the denominators. So 3x and 2y. So if there are no common factors like this one, we need to multiply the denominators. So we have 3x times 2y is 6xy. So 6xy is their LCD. So 2 over 3x plus 3 over 2y is equal to 2 times 2y all over 6xy plus 3 times 3x all over 6xy. So, saan nanggaling itong 2 times 2y? Since we have the same or the LCD, the 6xy divided by 3x is 2y. And then we have to multiply it to the numerator, 2. The same goes to the second expression, 6xy divided by 2y is 3x. Multiply to the numerator, 3. That's why we have this 2 times 2y all over 6xy plus 3 times 3x all over 6xy. Okay, and then we have to perform the operation. So 2 times 2y is 4y all over 6xy. And then 3 times 3x is 9x all over 6xy. And then, since pareha na sila ng denominator, we can now copy the denominator 6xy and add the numerator. So we have 4y plus 9x all over 6xy. Next example, we have x over x plus 1 minus 2 all over x squared minus 1. So we have to find their LCD, and to do this, we have to factor the denominator. For the x plus 1 denominator, its factor is x plus 1. And for the second denominator, x squared minus 1, this is a difference of 2 squared. Its factor is x plus 1 times x minus 1. So their LCD is x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay. So x all over x plus 1, our first expression, minus 2 all over x plus 1 times x minus 1, the second expression. This x squared minus 1 is sinimplify lang natin. That's why naging x plus 1 times the x minus 1 is equal to, okay, yung LCD nila na x plus 1 times the x minus 1. So, i-divide natin yung LCD to the denominator of each expression. So, x plus 1 times x minus 1, this one, divided by x plus 1, the answer is x minus 1, right? Because we can now cancel this one if nag-divide tayo, and ang matitira is yung x minus 1. And then we have to multiply it to the numerator x. And then for the second expression, x plus 1 times x minus 1, i-divide ulit natin dun sa denominator ng second expression, and that is 1. And then multiply to the numerator 2. So that's why meron tayong x times x minus 1 all over x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus the 2 times 1 all over x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, after this, the x times x minus 1, this one, i-multiply natin siya. So, x times x is x squared. And then x times negative 1 is negative x. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Okay. Now, since pareho na sila ng denominator, i-write na natin sila in 1. Okay? So, we now have this x plus 1 times x minus 1. So, kinapi lang natin yung same denominator nila. And then, x squared minus x minus 2. Nag-minus na tayo ng numerator. Diba? Pag same yung denominator, just copy and then subtract the numerator. So, the x squared minus x minus 2 can be factored pa. So, its factor is x minus 2 times x plus 1. Because negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. And negative 2x plus 1x is negative x. So, as you can see here, ang common factor ni numerator and denominator is the x plus 1. So, meron na tayong pwedeng i-cancel. And that is the x plus 1. So, our final answer is x minus 2 all over x minus 1. So, last example, we have 2x minus 1 all over x squared minus 6x plus 5 minus x minus 2 all over x squared minus 4x minus 5. So, since the expressions have different denominators, we have to look for their LCD. And to find the LCD, we have to look for the factors of the denominators of each expression. For the factor of the denominator 1, we have x minus 5 times x minus 1. And the factor of the denominator 2 is x minus 5 times x plus 1. So their LCD is x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, after finding the LCD, we have to divide the LCD to each expression. So we can now have this 2x minus 1 times x plus 1 all over x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus, for the second expression, we have x minus 2 times x minus 1 all over x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, so saan nanggaling yung 2x minus 1 times x plus 1 dito sa numerator na to? Okay, so yung LCD natin is yung x minus 5, x plus 1 times x minus 1. I-divide natin siya dun sa x minus 5 times x minus 1 nung first expression. So, ang matitira na lang sa kanya is yung x plus 1. So, di ba makakancel na natin si x minus 1 and x minus 5. So, ang natira is yung x plus 1. So, yung x plus 1, i-multiply natin dun sa numerator na 2x minus 1. Okay. Now, paano naman yung sa second expression? Same lang. So, ang LCD is x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. I-divide natin siya dun sa denominator ng second expression na x minus 5 times x plus 1. So, we can cancel the common factor na x minus 5 and x plus 1. At ang natira is yung x minus 1. This one, x minus 1. So, ito times natin siya dun sa numerator ng second expression na x minus 2. 2. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng ganyang expression. Okay. So, after nyan, we can now subtract the numerator. Pero para mas madali, i-multiply muna natin yung ating mga numerators. The 2x minus 1 times x plus 1 is 2x squared plus x minus 1. And then x minus 2 times x minus 1 is this one, x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so after multiplying the numerators, we can now subtract the numerators. Okay, so i-combine natin, i-copy natin ang denominators since same na sila. So, subtract na natin ang numerators. So, 2x squared plus x minus 1 minus x squared plus 3x minus 2. So, we have to combine like terms. So, ang like terms dito is yung 2x squared and negative x squared. So, 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. And then, like terms again, the x and positive 3x. So, x plus 3x is 4x. And negative 1 and negative 2. So, negative 1 plus negative 2 is negative 3. That's why our final answer is x squared plus 4x minus 3 all over x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, so that's it. I hope you learned something from this video. So, bye!